Oops. Where we go? There we go. Can you hear me now? Is there anybody out in YouTube land? Sorry, we're half an hour late. Sorry about the interruption here. Let me see something here quick. I don't know if I can. Well, I can take that off. That's for sure. Anybody else there? Back to the comments. Nobody new. We are live. Been live for a minute and a half. Let's get this show on the road. So we do have our standings here. So we've got the Yankees in first in the American League East, followed by Toronto, Boston, Tampa Bay, and Baltimore. In the Central Division, we have the Tigers in first, followed by the Twins, the Royals, the Guardians, and the White Sox. And in the West, American League, my Seattle Mariners in first. 3 games ahead of Houston. We're up for a 4-game set with them starting today through Sunday. And then Texas in third, Angels in fourth, and the A's in the fifth. On our East Coast, we've got Philadelphia in first place in the East, followed by the Mets, the Braves, the Nationals, and the Miami Marlins. In the Central, we have the Chicago Cubs, St. Louis Cardinals, Cincinnati Reds, Milwaukee Brewers, not Blowers. Maybe they're blowing it, but and the Pittsburgh Pirates. And then in the West, we got the Dodgers in first, San Francisco Giants, Padres, Diamondbacks, and the Rockies. So that is our culmination of where we stand right now. Okay, so other than that, we'll put the standings away for now. Show you what we got next on the docket for today before we get started. Mickey's got a prior engagement with his granddaughter's cheerleading. So I gave him an absent slip. So even though it says the Don and Nikki show, are we on? This is number 11, 9, 11, 12. No, I think this is episode 9. Episode 9. Hall of Fame player card sorting, episode 9, the Don and Mickey show. But I just wanted to go through, show you, I got this in just yesterday. I renewed my Hall of Fame membership, and we got the National Hall of Fame and Museum 2025 yearbook with our 5 new entries into the Hall of Fame. So we'll leave that at that. Maybe we'll go over that a little bit deeper detail later. This kind of gives you an idea of what we've got here. Says on the cover, image featuring Hall of Fame class of 2025 was painted by renowned sports artist James Florentino. At the age of 15, James was featured in the National Baseball Hall of Fame Museum for his likeness of Reggie Jackson. His painting commemorating Roberto Clemente remains in the museum as part of the permanent collection. Okay, and it does go through, of course, we've got the 5 players here. We've got, of course, Ichiro, Willie Stargell. Then they go into each of them 25 acts. Tells you a little bit of information when the Hall of Fame weekend is, 25th to the 28th of July, the awards presentation on the 26th, Parade of Legends on the 26th, induction ceremony on the Sunday the 27th, grounds of the Clark Sports Center, and the Road to Cooperstown live podcast Monday, July 28th. And of course, we've got question and answer Ken Griffey Jr. Hall of Fame profile, followed by going through, I'll just go through a few pages in here. Hideo Nomo in there. He still has a chance, maybe, down the road. But here we go. We've got Dick Allen here. Powerball. There's stuff about Dick Allen here. And then, of course, we've got Dave Parker. Dave Parker, our second. And then we got CC Sabathia as our third. CC Sabathia. Then we've got Reason to Believe with Ichiro is our fourth Hall of Famer for 2025. Ichiro and Billy Wagner. Billy Wagner. That makes our second Wagner. I don't know if he's related to Honus Wagner or not. Okay. So, boom, 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 boom. There we go. The Hall of Fame shop, and then it just goes through a myriad assortment of different stories and articles included in the yearbook. They will have a section in here of the Hall of Fame roster. Oh, they did a little bit different this year. I might be able to use this for my, I like the layout of this year's yearbook here. Got Hank Aaron. I think it goes Aaron, Alomar, Alexander. Wait, no, it goes down. Aaron, Alexander, Alomar, Alston, Anderson, Anson, Aparicio, Appling. And I think they've got, I like this layout. That would be a good snapshot for the binder. Could you imagine? No, I won't do that. I'm going to make a binder with one of every Hall of Fame player, hopefully, if I can find baseball cards for all the Hall of Famers. We'll see when I get done, see how close I get to making at least one binder. I'm going to try and do one binder with the special cards down the road. That's my plan, at least. So I like the layout here in this yearbook. I think they should do it this way. In a myriad ways. You get the D's, then you get into the E's, the F's, the G's, lots of G's, by the way. Then we got the H's. Probably just going to be a couple of I's in here. Yeah, we got Irvin. I know there's more than one I. Isn't there more than one I? J. Then we just keep going through here. All the way through Yount. Yount is our last one. When we get to the end, R's and S's. I like this layout here. Boom. Are you still here? I thought you were going to your family thing. Didn't you say something about your granddaughter to her cheering class? Okay, Heck Wilson, Cy Young, all the way to Robin Yount. Then they go over some of the facts, rules for election, which will probably be changed now that they've made that new change. So some of the other ones will make it in there. That is just a brief synopsis from the Hall of Fame 2025 yearbook. Okay. Well, because I'm running late and me and the wife do have to do something when I'm done, I think I'm just going to go through instead of doing the link today this time there, Mickey. I think it might be, it looks like just probably me and you. But, or I can put the link in here. Hold on a second. Where are you at? Oh, here we go. I'll get the link here if you want. Let me do that. And then when you got to take off, just go ahead and let me know you're taking off, and we will. Okay, here. Put the link down here. There we go. Mickey pops in here. He might just be here for a short time just to say hello and hi and how are we. Okay. As soon as I see him in here, I'll pop it on the screen. I don't want you to get in trouble with your granddaughter for being late. You said you have to take her, right? You have to take her to your cheerleading. Okay. So we're going to go through. All I need people to do is pick a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll always have 7 lined up here for each show until we finish sorting all these Hall of Famer cards. I'm up to on my side table here. I'll show you later. 6 boxes, 6 5,000 count boxes, almost full. I know I've got a box for 7 and a box for 8 if we get that high. But I know we might get to 7. We'll see if we get to 8 5,000 count boxes. If so, that's like 40,000 Hall of Famer cards. That's a bunch. There's Mickey. I see him. Hold on. There you go.
Hey, what's up, everyone? How's it going?
Doing good. Taking your granddaughter to her cheerleading event or something?
Yeah. I thought it was at 6 o'clock, but it's actually from 7 to 7:30. So
okay.
Well, got a little more
when you
time.
gotta leave. So when you gotta leave, go ahead and take off.
Yep, I'll holler. You do your thing.
All right.
Go to comments. There we go.
So
I picked number 7, Donald.
7.
I'm picking number 7. I don't know who else is here.
We'll do that quick. Since I'm running late, I need to get this show on the road.
Yeah. So you lost power. I had to go out last week because we lost power too because it rained really heavy here. And so I bought a generator.
So, okay. Now you got a generator just in case, huh?
Yep. From now on, I'm tired of my power going out too. Every time you fart, it goes out, it seems.
Yeah, I should have came into my computer room and made sure I made sure I went around the house and fixed all the clocks that run on electricity,
Yeah.
The stove, the microwave, the coffee maker.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we got Ozzie Smith here. Ozzie Smith again. Nolan Ryan, 40 years of Topps. There's a All-Star Glavine, Collector's Choice there. A couple of those, I think, in here. Roberto Alomar, Collector's Choice. A couple of those. Eddie Murray. 500 home runs, Eddie Murray. There we go, Cal Ripken. League leaders, Alex Rodriguez. He's not a Hall of Famer, but Tony Gwynn's on the card, so that makes it a Hall of Famer card.
There you go.
Okay. If they're duplicates, I'll just pass right by them. John Schmaltz. Other Schmaltzy. Ryan Sandberg. Usually from these was when I was opening product or packs or different things. And these, all this stuff is from probably the last 5 or 6 years of my YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's just finally, I would separate some of the stuff for the most part and get them all in boxes to be sorted later. And that's what we're doing now. Earl Beans. A bunch of these. I remember when I was putting some of these together, I'm like, whoa, yeah, there's some runs here. Barry Larkin. Big family and sports favorite player. He's a big PC player. Kevin Jarvis, he's not supposed to be in there. That one got in there. Almost looked like it. No, it's a different pose. Maybe Lee Smith. Lee Smith is in there. Thome or Tome, or some people say it so many different ways. How do you say it? Jim Thome.
What's that? Tome,
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Bagwell. Pedro Martinez. The only 2 Martinezes, Pedro and Edgar. Wade Boggs. Tim Raines, Tony Gwynn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 Tony Gwynns, the same card. Trevor Hoffman with the Padres, 2, 3 of those. John Schmaltzy with his Celebration 1999 postseason. And 2 of those. Well, my favorite PC player, Griffey, 1, 2, 3 of those. Edgar Martinez, 1, 2, 3. Ivan Rodriguez, 2 of those. Jeff Bagwell, Pinnacle, 1. Maddox, Biggio, Team 2000, Ivan Rodriguez. That's just a subset.
Grammy's making dinner, honey.
Sidelines, that's Nolan Ryan riding his horse.
There you go.
Then and now, Lou Brock and Whit Merrifield. So old timer and a
new timer, newish timer.
Right. They're probably comparing the two as on par for each other's stats or something, I'm guessing. Flashbacks, lights on Reggie Stars, Reggie Jackson. Ken Griffey Jr., Eddie Murray. That's Nolan Ryan, I think. That's one of those ones you could send in if you wanted to get something back in the day. Barry Larkin, George Brett, Nolan Ryan, Andre Dawson, National League All-Star. Andre Dawson. There's that's Winfield, Dave Winfield, 400. What was it? Probably home runs. Winfield's 400. Yeah, it's 400th home run. Tim Raines again, Upper Deck. Jack Morris and Roberto Alomar. All right. We switch to Cameroni here.
Okay. I have a couple we can go through real quick.
Yeah.
If my camera's set up. We'll find out right here, right now. There we go. Look at that. 360 linking it up. So I have a huge, tall stack of the Kellogg's 3D cards. These are from like 1980. Little focus. 81. The last stat year is 80. So these are from 1981 Kellogg's. Cornflakes, probably most likely. Mm-hmm. Jim Palmer, Hall of Famer, right? Mm-hmm. Reggie Jackson, Hall of Famer. Al Oliver, Hall of Famer. Mike Schmidt, Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. Nolan Ryan, Hall of Famer. Lucky Dent, Hall of Yankee Famer.
Yankee Famer.
Yeah, because he had that one home run that helped propel the Yankees. George Brett, Hall of Famer, right? Jim Rice, Hall of Famer. Steve Garvey, not in the Hall of Fame yet. He might make it. Willie Sargent, Hall of Famer. Phil Niekro, Hall of Famer. Dave Pogger, new Hall of Famer. Cedeno, not Hall of Famer. Baylor, not a Hall of Famer. J.R. Richard, who was supposed to be better than Nolan Ryan before he had his heart problems. Tony Perez, Hall of Famer. Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. Chet the Det Lemon, not. Ben Ogilvie, not. Dave Winfield, Hall of Famer. Joe Chicken Wing Morgan, Hall of Famer. Bada Blue, not.
What was Sophia on your phone?
Willie Wilson, not. It's not my phone right there, honey. I'm charging it. Steve Henderson, not. Rod Carew, Hall of Famer. Templeton, not. Concepcion, not. Lopes, not. We'll zoom it down here, get the camera a little closer because this was a big stack. Maybe not, maybe a little bit. Let's turn this because the camera's a little twisted. We've got Ken Landreau is not. Keith Hernandez, no. Cooper, no. Ricky Henderson, Hall of Famer. Frank White, nope. George Hendrick, nope. Reggie Smith, some people think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. I don't know about that. Tug McGraw, nope. Tom Terrific Seaver, yes. Ken Singleton, no. Fred Lynn, no. Goose Gossage, yes. Larry Poole, no. Larry Boa, no. I think that's Larry Poole. Let's see. Terry Poole, sorry. Phil Garner, nope. Guidry, nope. Mazzilli, nope. Kingman, nope. Yaz, yes. Burleson, nope. Lefty, Steve Carlton, yes. Alan Trammell, yes. Tommy John, nope. Paul Molitor, yes. Joe Charbonneau, no. Langford, James Rick Langford. It says Rick Langford, no. Bruce Suter, yes. Robin Yount, yes. Steve Stone, no. Larry Gura, no. Flanagan, no. Horner, no, but he did hit 4 home runs in 1 game. Bruce Bhakti, no.
Oh, gee.
Pete Rose, one day definitely will be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, he'll make it in. So start saving your Pete Rose cards.
Yeah, I don't really get rid of many of them. Buddy Bell, Johnny Bench, Hall of Famer, and Mike Hargrove, not. And that's the whole stack of Kellogg's 3D. Don't know if it's the complete set, but it feels like it is. You're up.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, who's here right now? That's just me and you. That's okay. They can watch it later.
People can see you. People can see you.
Is that your granddaughter I see peeking in the camera?
Yeah, that was one. What are you doing with this timer, honey?
Uh-oh.
I don't know what you're doing, but
Now she's hiding behind Grandpa.
yeah, she's hiding. Acting like she's shy, but she's really not. We're gonna do something later on this weekend with them. I got some cards we're gonna open up and we're gonna probably record it. If not, go live and do it. I'm not sure.
Have her choose a number between 1 through 6.
Choose a number between 1 and 6.
7.
No, between 1 and 6. I picked 7. So you can only be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
So tell him I can't. You got to talk to the camera. Tell
What's
him.
her name?
What's your name? Say it. Aria.
Aria. That's a pretty name.
Yeah, and she said 6, Donald.
All right, so we'll do number 6. And
Yoda Blessed Life is here. Hey, Yoda. Hello. How are you? Thanks for stopping by.
oh, there's Bibster. Yoda's Blessed Life now. He changed his name again.
Oh, man, that name changes all the time. What happened to Bibby the Bibster?
I know, Bibby the Bibster. That's I used to always like that one. All right, we got Craig Biggio here. Tony Glenn.
There it down.
I think there might be a few.
That's my other granddaughter. We're with Donald. You're on camera right now. So you're on. What? Ty?
Oh no! Now there's 2 of them in there.
And the third one's over there on my computer over there playing Tear It Down. So you might hear some noise.
Okay. Ozzie Smith. All right, and then let's see, Robin Yount,
The Youngster.
Frank Thomas,
The Big Hurt.
Barry Larkin. Oh, I'll probably have a bunch of these. I can give one to Dave Family and Sports. Bunch of those.
What?
Ozzie Smith.
Do not let Aria
Al
take that.
Mel,
Right.
Wade Boggs, Andre Dawson, Paul Molitor, Robin Yount, Harold Baines, What do we got? Ozzie Smith, Barry Larkin, Robin Hill, Smith. They're just mixed up here. Trammell, right? Jim Rice, Red Sox, Eddie Murray, Alan Trammell, Wade Boggs, George Brett, Carlton Fisk, Paul Molitor, Sandberg again, Wynn,
Where's the chair?
Dawson,
We're going soon.
Anderson,
Then my alarm goes off, honey. It's now almost 6 o'clock.
Wynn,
Yeah, I'm
MVP,
leaving in about
Stan Musial puzzle part, Sandberg,
10 minutes.
Trammell, bunch of Trammells, Carlton Fisk, Paul Molitor. Speed him up here a little bit. Carlton Fisk, Sandberg, Tim Reeds, Winfield, back to Beans, All-Star Cardell, Schmidt, all-time great, Sandberg, National League All-Star. Oh, there's a different one. Oh, Jackie Robinson, Top Stadium Club.
There you go. Is that short print or no?
No, I usually have them picked out. This is the right date one. I've got those. I'm going to go through that box when we're all done because I've got all my insert call and short prints set aside.
What are you doing?
Eckerly, Edgar Martinez, Duke Snyder, Chipper Jones. She's going to help Grandpa out soon. Is he going to turn you into a YouTuber?
Not unless you start talking, girl. You can't sit here and not do anything.
She'll be the old silent streams.
Yeah, there you go. ASMR.
Harmon Killebrew, Ozzie Smith doing his backflip, his famous backflip there.
Famous backflip.
And then Tony Gwynn. Okay. I'm going to turn the camera in.
Can I have my chair back?
Let Grandpa share some stuff or whatever he wants to do during his time here.
I really don't have a whole lot set up. I'm never set up. Don't worry about that, honey. So we can just talk while you put stuff away. We'll chit chat around like
What's this?
how your day's been.
Let me just sort these real quick up here.
Yeah, sort through them. So let's see who's here. Bibby the Bibster, what's going on? Yes, I'm retired right now, Bibster, and I'm enjoying my retirement. I've opened up my eBay store, copying off of Donald, and selling cards. I've gone from a collector to a flipper now, kind of. I rarely collect for myself. No, it's my chair, girl. She's like, can I have my chair back now? So I'm like, just enjoying life. Yep. Yeah. I've made, this is what we're in the 5th month now. So I've made, I don't know, a couple $1,000 already in sales. So not bad. My eBay store is doing pretty good. Not as good as some other people, obviously, but, I'm doing okay. I don't sell a bunch of high grade cards. I like right here's my latest sale. It's the 1990 Donruss, Juan Gonzalez, not the reverse negative, just the here, switch the camera. Not the reverse negative, just the regular. See if it shows up there. That's all. No, let it go. The camera's good. And I sold that card for $1.79. That's it. So I'm going to make, 40, 50 cents profit on that probably. That's about it. But that's still more than what I paid for the card. So yeah, not bad. And I pay all the shipping, all that good stuff. So, if I make 50 cents on a card that I paid 10 cents for or a penny for, I'm happy. I'm okay. Life's good. I'm not going to become a millionaire off of it, but still.
What's this passcode?
It's the same as mine, but honey, that's not a phone that's only a phone for recording my YouTube sales on for my videos.
Is that the same password?
It is the same password.
I said two.
Don't say it out loud. That's a secret code. You didn't do the same number, obviously, did you? No, you didn't. That's right. So, other than that, and my son's on vacation now, so they're in Nashville, and I'm my wife and I are babysitting the 3 grandkids. That's it, Bibster. I mean, I'm selling off a lot of stuff. I only need one of each card, so literally, I've got 8,000 or over 8,700 cards listed in my store, and I'm debating whether to jump to the next level of sales for my eBay store because I got so many cards I can list, and that's just the singles. When you count everything that I put duplicates in, it's like I don't know. I'd have to go there. Let's see. I'll go there right now and let's see what do I got. I have listings active, and I have 8,714 active listings, and I have 18,900 cards listed when you talk about quantity listings and stuff like that. Over 18,000 total. There are cards I have 100, 200, 300 of each just listed, you know. All right, Donald, you're up.
All right. Yoda, pick a number 1 through 5.
Yeah, Bipster gets to pick.
Jump to the next level. The supplies they offer make it worth it. Yeah.
He said 5.
5. All right. We're going to do this one.
I'm going right down on mine. 765 so far.
Going in order.
That might be a first, Donald, if we go in order.
I know. Just go through these real quick, and then I'll get to sorting them in the other boxes up here. We got Larkin. 2 in there. It is 2 cards. Hold on a second. You got 2 cards in the same bin. Yep. I got Larkin and Henderson in the same penny sleeve.
Yeah, I did. I found a card like that too. I was like, what are 2 cards doing in one penny? Well, I've had up to 18 cards in penny sleeve already. If you look back on some of my order videos, I bought people's collection. I'm like, what is this? There's more than 1 card in here. How many? It's like 14 in one, 18 in another. I'm like, what the heck? How do you fit that many cards into one penny sleeve?
Carefully. All right. Clemens. Why is Roger Clemens in here? Molitor, Maddox, Gossage, Kimmery, Glenn, Ames, Winfield. Oh, Cal Ripken. Got a little fancy little T on there. Oh, it's a Tiffany. I gotta separate that one. There we go. Tim Raines, Willie Mays with the Giants. This is your card though. What year is this one? 1996. Oh, okay. These are the ones. They have the little seals on them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Willie Mays, another Willie Mays. Oh, must be a
got a whole bunch of them. There was a whole set, like every one of his cards throughout the years. They probably put out a set.
I put them in the same set.
Yep. Yep.
So I guess that tells the difference with the. It's not an original because it has that little seal on there.
Yeah.
The Willie Mays Tops set.
Sorry.
I'll just go right through all these Willie Mays here.
Tight. Holy cow, we're blowing stuff up. You can see you on camera.
Pedro Martinez. Pedro Martinez.
Pedro for president, not that Pedro Martinez.
No.
He's a bum.
No, Ivan Rodriguez. Pudge Rodriguez.
The Rodriguez.
Bench.
Connect.
Carlton. Al Kaline. Outfielder for the Tigers. Eckersley. Robinson. Barrett. Yes, good. Roberts.
Yeah.
Fisk. Ford.
Happy.
Mitro. Halliday.
Oh, okay.
Got some action packs coming up here. Bob Lehman, Al Newhouser, Bob Feller, Al Lopez, Bill Mazeroski. Oh, Mickey must have took off. All right, Mickey, you and the girls have fun. Go to that cheerleading event. Oliva Minosa, Larry Doby, Richie Ashburn, Billy Williams, Willie Stargell, Eno Slaughter, Johnny Mize, Robin Roberts, Monty Irvin, and gotta run. Oh, no problem there, Mickey. I figured it was time for you to head out. Thanks for stopping by and at least sharing some time with and have a chance to see your granddaughters. All right, so Billy Herman, Bobby Doerr, and Ralph Kiner. Not too bad in there. Got the one Tiffany there for Cal Ripken Jr. All right. Let me switch the camera around and we'll get to the next phase after I do each box. I think I'm just going to go down the line since we already started that way. At 765, we got 4, 3, 2, and 1 to go to finish up today's stream. So let me go to settings, switch my camera to FaceTime. Right? Just okay. Just get up here. We'll get these squared away here. Clemens. There's penny sleeve. That duplicate penny sleeve. We got Henderson here. Just sorting these into my alphabetical sort for sorting them into my Hall of Fame boxes here. A through Y. Okay, we got a Kiner, a Doerr, Herman, Irvin. That got us our first I. Irvin. Oh, a couple of Irvins here. Roberts, Mize, Slaughter, Stargell, Williams, Ashburn, Doby, Minosa, Oliva, Mazeroski, Lopez, Feller, Newhouser, Lehman, Halliday, Necro, Ford, Fisk, Carlton Fisk, Robin Roberts, Yastrzemski, Barra, Robinson, Eckersley, Kaline, Carlton, and their first C for the day, Bench, Rodriguez, Martinez, Pedro Martinez. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of Pedros in here. Vladimir Guerrero, and I think these Willie Mays reprints. Okay, Tim Raines, Winfield, Gwen, Baines, Gwen, Raines, Gossage, Maddox, Molitor, and Larkin. Oh, we got L. Oh, there's the L. There we go. Roger Clemens will go in my fan favorites box. All right. Who we got? Anybody here? So we got a couple people in it. God is great. What are you doing today, Donna? We're sorting my Hall of Fame baseball cards. That's my next big project on my channel. So we did 7, 6, 5. We're going to do box number 4 next. We're just going to be going down the row, move things along because I got online later than usual. I was scheduled for 2, didn't get on until 2:30 because we had a power outage last night and I had to get my computers up and running again. So let's do this. Change the settings. No, leave it there for now. Okay. So we will do this one next, going right down the line. Go through the cards here so you can see them. We got Ty Cobb, Lefty Grove, Carlton Fisk, Duke Snyder, Chief Bender, Cy Young, Baker, Fred Lynn. Fred Lynn, a good one. Lynn. Nope, I didn't think he was a Hall of Famer. Let me set him off to the side here. Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia is not a Hall of Fame. Okay. Dawson, Halliday, Cepeda, Kiner, Morgan, Dawson, Fox. Oh, we got some Nolan Ryans for that Nolan Ryan set. Trying to see if I can complete a bonus set to sell off on eBay. All right. Billy Herman, Herb Pennock, Chuck Klein, Al Oliver, Andy Pettit, John McGraw, Kirby Puckett, Joe Cronin, Luke Appling, Ted Lyons, Paul Wainer, Nellie Fox, Heine Groh, Carl Ferrillo, Gabby Harnett, Harry Walker, Jim Bottomley, Earl Averill, Goose Goslin, Harry Hooper, Leo DeRocher, Billy Williams, Carl Ferrillo, Phil Rizzuto, Phil Necro, Pee Wee Reese. Have to angle them so I can read them on these. They're harder to read when they're more flat. Paul Molitor, Ozzie Smith, Orlando Cepeda, Nolan Ryan, Monty Irvin, Maury Wills, Louis Tiant, Luis Aparicio, Lou Brock, Larry Doby, Kirby Puckett, Keith Hernandez. No, I don't think Hernandez is in the Hall of Fame, right? No, Hernandez is not. Sometimes people get in here in the wrong sort bins, but we'll find new homes for them. Juan Maricol, Joe DiMaggio, Philippe Alou, Jim Bunning, Jack Morris, George Kell, Gaylord Perry, Steve Carlton, Fred Lynn, and Frank Robinson. Jay's Mix is in the house. How you doing there, Jay's Mix? Got a few people in here. We're up to 5 now. All right. Hopefully you all are having a great day. Turn this around. All right. I think I'm not going to move the camera so I don't have to keep switching things back and forth. I'm going to stand up here. I think I can get it right there without doing like the news media where they got the camera or the microphone in the way. Yeah, because I'm just going to stand here and put them with and what. So I've got these set up as miscellaneous Hall of Fame cards, doubles, triples, quads, and 5s and 6s. Okay. So then I just go A through Y and sort them that way, and then off camera I'm sorting them into the big boxes here by doing one letter of the alphabet at a time, putting those in order, putting them in with their respective Hall of Famer player slots. So Robinson, Lynn, Carter, Perry, is our first P, K. What letters did we not get yet? We haven't got any B like Archie Vaughn. I think we got a couple V's that are in the mix here. Not many, just a couple. Where's TV? 3 V's: Vance, Vaughn, and Veek. Morris, Bunny, Alu, DiMaggio, Maricol, Puckett, Dobie, Brock, Aparicio, Luis Tiant. Is Tiant? You know what I mean? No, Luis Tiant is not. I didn't think so. Another one that got the wrong sort band. Wills, Irvin, Ryan, Sabata, Smith, Molitor, Reese, Necro, Phil Necro. Oh, his brother didn't make it in. Rizzuto, Ferrillo, Williams, DeRocher, Cooper, Gosselin, Averill, Bottomley, Walker, Hartnett, Ferrillo, Grohl, Fox, Weiner, Lyons, Appling, Cronin, Puckett, McGraw. I could almost just sort them as we've gone through instead of showing on there, but I like showing you guys the cards and then sorting them into their alphabet over here. Kind of gives you a chance to at least see the cards as I sort through them in the boxes. Oliver, Klein, Panic, Herman, Ryan, Fox, Dawson, Morgan, Kiner, Sepeda, Halliday, Dawson, Baker, Young, Bender, Snyder, and if I do miss some, sometimes when I go to sort it, put it in there, I'm like, oh, they're not in the Hall of Fame. But usually I can catch most of the ones that aren't. Think, wait, he's not in the Hall of Fame. He's not in the Hall of Fame. Fisk, Grove, and Cobb. All right. If I could turn my camera around real quick here. Do the next box in the spot here. It'll be number 3. We'll do next. 2 more to go after this one. Cindy, oh, she is doing very well. As a matter of fact, we're doing so very well that we're planning on going to visit our friends in Illinois in June. So we're going on a 2-week vacation in June. We're going to be in Illinois, and then we're going to Branson, Missouri for about 4 or 5 days. So we're looking forward to having some fun, visiting some friends and stuff. So, but yes, the missus is doing very good and very well. Thank you for asking there, Jace Mix. Thank you very much for all the prayers too, by the way. Let's go through this new stack here real quick. All right, we got Jerry Coleman. I don't think Coleman is in here. No, Coleman is not in the Hall of Fame. Okay, I'm going to leave that right there so it's handier to look at. We got Yount, Frankie Frisch, Dave Winfield, Wade Boggs, Joe Carter, Mordecai Brown, Rogers Hornsby, Jimmy Fox, Brooks Robinson, Keith Hernandez. These are Fleer Tradition, I think, or 2002 Fleers. Johnny Mize, Eddie Matthews, Kirk Gibson, Gary Carter, Johnny Padres, Roger Maris, Goose Goslin, Dave Parker, Steve Carlton, Christy Mathewson, Bob Gibson. And we've got some Major League Baseball 125th anniversary upper decks. We've got a Nolan Ryan, George Brett, Reggie Jackson, Hank Aaron, Bob Gibson, Bill Mazeroski, Willie Mays, Ted Williams, Hack Wilson, Walter Johnson, Rogers Hornsby, Ty Cobb, Christy Mathewson, Napoleon LaJoie, Lou Bordeaux, Cy Young, Daryl Evans. Is Evans? Nope, not Daryl Evans. It's not in there. We got William G. Evans, but not Daryl. Okay, we got Hack Wilson, Bill Buckner. Buckner? Oh, no, Bill Buckner. Didn't think so. Carl Erskine. Not Erskine. But there we go. Steve Garvey. George Foster. George Foster. Willie H. Bill Foster, but not. And then Andrew Ruby Foster, but not no George. I think we probably got a bunch that got missed here and mixed up with Hall of Famers here in this batch. Gene Alley, Slaughter, yes. Bob Gibson, Sam McDowell, yep, no McDowell. Billy Martin, there we go. Billy Martin, Al Kaline, Willie Stargell, Marv Thornberry. Nope. Hank Bauer. Mickey Lolich. No Lolich. Warren Spahn, yes. Sal Bando, no. Yep. Whole bunch of mixes in my early sorting for this. Luis Tiant, Tony Oliva, Walter Johnson, Johnny Logan. Nope. Harvey Haddix. Go Haddix. Bill Mazeroski, yes. Ed Lopot. Nope, no Lopot. Don Newcomb. Oh, a lot of ones that aren't in the Hall of Fame in this batch here. Newcomb. Newhouser. No Newcomb. Elroy Bass. Yeah, I think I got these. Bass, no face. Bobby Thompson. Nope. Ted Williams, yes. Ralph Kiner, yes. Johnny Mize. Mel Ott. Reggie Jackson. Harry Walker. We've got Larry Walker, but not Harry Walker. You know Harry. Luke Appling. Jim Grant. I don't think we got a Grant. Frank Grant, but not Jim Grant. Bucky Dent. No Bucky Dent. And there we go. Greg Maddux, Mike Schmidt, Eckersley, Bob Lehman, Bobby Dewar, Lee Smith, and Waite Hoyt. I thank you there, Jay's Mix. All right, I'm going to switch the camera real quick. We got 2 more boxes to go. 2 more boxes to go. Let me switch the camera and seize into my and if I did miss any other ones in here, I'll catch them when I do the final sort process. So we got Hoyt, we got Smith, we got Joer, we got Lehman, Eckersley, Schmidt, Maddox, Appling, Jackson, Ott, Mines, Kiner, Williams, Mazeroski, Johnson, Oliva, Luis Tiant, Warren Spahn, Barrow, Willie Stargell, Al Kaline, Billy Martin, Gene Alley. Must have missed that one. A-L. Allen, not Alley. Gibson, Slaughter, Garvey, Wilson, Young, Bordeaux, LaJoie, Mathewson, Cobb, Young. Why is nothing doing, is it? Yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah. Hornsby, Johnson, Wilson, Williams, Mays, Mazeroski, Gibson, Aaron, Jackson, Brett, Ryan, Gibson, Mathewson, Carlton, Parker, Gosselin, Maris, Oldrays, Carter, Gibson, Matthews, Mize, Hernandez, Robinson, Fox, Hornsby, Brown, Carter, Fox, Winfield, Frisch, and Yount. Okay, 2 more to go. Let's switch the camera around one more time. Oops, right here. Okay, we're going to go with bin number 2 here. Just going to go right down the line today, and then we'll wrap things up. Take my wife out grocery shopping. We're having a potluck this coming Sunday, and then a teen fundraiser so the teens can go to camp. All right, let's go through our next to last bin here. We got Mike Schmidt, George Brett, Alan Trammell, Eddie Murray. Again, if it's the same player, I'll just skip over it. Gary Carter, because there is a bunch of duplicates sometimes. Carlton Fisk, Dawson, Andre Dawson, Eddie Murray, Carlton Fisk, Craig Biggio, Barry Larkin, Carl Hubble, Eddie Murray, Connie Mack, Nolan Ryan, John Markle, we've got Greg Maddox, Oh, that's a serial numbered card. That'll go into my inserts. 282 out of 7,000. Whenever I see them, I add them to my 5,000 count box. Is getting pretty full. Nap LaJoy, Johnny Bench, Mike Schmidt, Carl Hubble, Andre Dawson, Mike Schmidt, Jim Rice, John Morris, George Brett, Ozzie Smith, Cal Ripken, Ozzie Smith, Trammell, Rains, Alomar, Trammell, Boggs. This is Andre Dawson, Tony Gwynn, Robin Yount, Carlton Fisk, Gary Carter, Robin Yount, Boggs, Smith, Fisk, Murray, Sandberg, Rains, Dawson, Molitor, Ozzie Smith, Dave Winfield, MVP card, Glavin, Cal Ripken Jr., Greg Maddox, Paul Molitor, Robin Yount, Diamond King, Carlton Fisk, Diamond King, Kirby Puckett, 150 years of baseball, Ty Cobb, opening day, George Brett, MVP, and Andre Dawson. Oops. Can I recover? Almost. They are slippery cards when they're all penny sleeve. That's for sure. Doesn't matter if they get mixed up because they weren't in any particular order anyway. Again, after next week, I will be taking a couple weeks off for our vacation. So, but I do have the next shows after I get back from vacation already scheduled up. So they will appear in my live tab on my YouTube channel if you want to know when I will be going live again after next Thursday. Okay, so let me get over here real quick and sort these out. Let me put this real quick in my insert box or serial number cards. Actually, I got to put that top loader because it's serial number. Make that differentiate. Yeah, that one. Cobb, Puckett, Fisk, Yount, Molitor, Maddox, Ripken, Glavin, Winfield, Brett, Boggs, Trammell, Alomar, Rains, Trammell, Smith, Ripken, Smith, Brett, Morris, Rice, Schmidt, Dawson, Hubble, Schmidt, Bench, LaJoy, Markle, Ryan, Mac, Murray, Hubble, Larkin. Got every letter of the alphabet in the Hall of Fame except for no V. Got 3 V's in the Hall of Fame. Anybody know what the 3 names, last names starting with V are? Put it in the chat if you know. Biggio, Fisk, Murray, Dawson, Fisk, Carter, Murray, Trammell, Brett, Smith, Molitor, Dawson, Rains, Sandberg, Murray, Fisk, Smith, Boggs, Yount, Carter, Fisk, Yount, 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 Gwynn, 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 Dawson, yep, Dawson, and Schmidt. Okay. Now, some that don't belong. Let me put those over on the side here real quick. Resort for other projects down the line. Let's switch the camera back over one, or we gotta do it a couple times, but get this last one through the loop here. So it'll be the last box for today. 7 little top load card holder boxes. That's what I reload. Oops, careful with the cards. Well, yeah, I know. They go slip sliding sometimes. All right, last round before we wrap up for today. Billy Williams, Casey Stengel. These are, I think, 2013 or 12. Which one are these? 2013s. Orlando Cepeda, Hoyt Wilhelm, Red Schoendice. We got Ryan Sandberg, Frank Thomas. We got, I think this one's got what? Who? George Brett, Frank Thomas, Mike Mussina, Bagwell. Oh, there's the Hank Aaron special there. Oh, we got what? One of these, two of these. Number 4 and 6. I think these ones probably had the Hank Aaron cards on them. Those are pretty cool looking though. All right, Greg Maddux, Opachi. Greg Maddux. That's one of those special offer cards, but it's still a cool Greg Maddux card for sure. Greg Maddux, Joe Morgan, 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 and Morgan, and another Morgan. There we go, Rizzuto. Hornsby, we got some Nolan Ryan cards here. 1, 2 of those, 3 of those from that little Nolan Ryan set. I think that's a 10 card set if I remember right. Got some of those in my separations. Ooh, we got another Hank Aaron slidden in here. All right. Greg Maddux, Joe Gordon, Bill Terry, Joe Morgan, Ernie Wynn, Bill Mazeroski, King Kelly, Jim Bunning, Greg Maddux, Bill Mazeroski, Harold Joseph Trainer, Bob Gibson, Eddie Matthews, Bruce Sutter, Harry Hooper, Rick Farrell, Ted Williams, Carl Hubble, Eddie Murray, Phil Rizzuto, Stan Kovaleski. Sometimes I think that's why I just verify, make sure I don't have 2 cards. Every once in a while I find them that way. Rick Farrell, Ted Lyons, Robin Roberts, Bill Terry, Hoyt Wilhelm, Nellie Fox, Al Lopez, Ozzie Smith, Van Johnson, Buck Ewing, Don Sutton, Jim Hunter, Johnny Bench, Joe Torre, Gaylord Perry, Walter Alston, Brooks Robinson. What is this one? 1974, Brooks Robinson, Yogi Berra, Tony Oliva, Lou Brock, Al Kaline, Ted Simmons, Ron Santo, and Rich Goose Gossage. All right. One last sort process, and then we'll sign off for the day here. All right. Let me switch the camera views here and get these sorted real quick. All right. We got Gossage. We got Santo. Simmons. Kaline. Oliva, Berra, Robinson, Alston, Perry, Torre, French, Hunter, Sutton, Ewing, Johnson, Smith, Lopez, Fox, Wilhelm, Terry, Roberts, Mines, Farrell, Kovaleski, Rizzuto, Murray, Hubble, Williams, Farrell, Hooper, Suter, Matthews, Gibson, Trainer, Mazeroski, Maddox, Bunning, Team Kelly, Bill Mazeroski, Ernie Wynn, Morgan, Terry, Gordon, Maddox, Aaron, Ryan, Hornsby, Rizzuto, Morgan. Oh boy, got that M-pop pretty full there. Maddox. There's that other Hank Aaron again. Ooh. I can't remember how many there were for sure. I guess 3 or 6 at least, maybe. I got 2, 4, and 6 here for the Hank Aaron mini set. Bagwell, Mussina, Thomas, Brett, Thomas, Sandberg, Shondice, Wilhelm, Sepeda, Stengel, and Williams. So that ends it up for today. We put this back down here for a brief interruption here. Not interruption, but you know what I mean. This is my master list. Here, I'll show you my master list that I use for checking real quickly. If you ever want, Chuck Nasty Sports Saturday is 100 days already, Alex. Can you believe it? Chucky Duck, we're doing very good, Alex. All good, Chuck, out as Wilma and yourself. Okay, so let me, there, the camera's there. Let me switch it down real quick to the break table here. So you guys can see, this is my master list I made of alphabetical baseball Hall of Fame index. It gives their names, their years of their inductions. The ones with the different colors are the more recent ones from like 2024, 2025. When I started with my list here, I've got 2022s. I think I have. Did I go to 2021 in here? I think it was 22, 23, 24, and 25. This is where I started doing the colors. And red. But yeah, but this is A through Y of the Baseball Hall of Fame. There's no Q's and there's no Z's. And no U's, Q, TZ. I know, whatever. But you guys know what I mean. Okay, so that is my master list for that. I did go over and highlight the the new Hall of Famers for this year, my National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum 2025 yearbook. I just got in yesterday. Haven't fully looked through it myself, but I will go to the point to where they list all the Hall of Famers here. I like their layout. Every year they put, and this is the best format I've seen so far. It's this one here, where they give you a little capsulation. They show you the Hall of Fame plaque, what it looks like, a picture of the player, a little synopsis of when they were born, what their height, weight, through, right-handed, batted right-handed teams they were with, and the years they were with. An awesome little set here for all the Hall of Famers in this yearbook. I like, this is the best yet that I like. All the way through Robin Yount, A through Y. So we did touch base and do a little bit of that. You can go to the beginning where I go into a little bit more detail of the first part of that book. So let me turn the camera around real quick here. Get me in here. And we're going to end up the stream today. We started at 2:30, 3:30, a little over 2 hours. Well, it says 1 hour. No, 2 o'clock we started. Oh my God, 2 o'clock we started. 2:30, 3:30. Okay, there you go. An hour and 17 minutes. Not too bad for 7 boxes of top load card holder boxes of Hall of Famer cards to sort. So we will do one more show before me and the missus go on vacation on June 3rd through the 17th. We will be in Illinois and Missouri. We're going to Branson, Missouri, that second week of our vacation before we come home. So hopefully you all enjoyed the show today. Mickey was on earlier. Hopefully he'll be here next week before I close up shop for a couple of weeks. But thank you very much. This has been Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame Player Card Sorting, Episode 9, The Don and Mickey Show. Hopefully you had a great and wonderful day. We will see you all next week, same bad time, same bad channel, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Till then, y'all take care. Have a great and wonderful day, and we'll see you around the channels. Bye for now. Y'all take care and have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye now.